Go ahead, Michael. Start the show.
Guess what's coming to dinner?
Welcome to another episode of Guess What's Coming to Dinner. I'm one of the hosts, Daryl Ashley.
I'm wasted. My name is Salome Dinoon. I just want to preface that. I've been having a really good time.
I know.
Yeah.
And I'm Michael Dwayne Paylor. And today we have a special guest.
Yes, we are joined by Aliya Kamara, the writer. So we'll jump right in.
All right.
Today, for our artist segment, we will be talking about none other than Queen Bee, Beyonce. Let's get all the sounds for that.
Why not go with Beyonce?
There we go.
Thank
That's the real
you.
question.
Thank you. How come we have not done Beyonce yet? How about that?
You haven't?
No, this is our first time speaking about Queen Bee.
Okay.
And you got the perfect person right here because I am a Beyonce stan.
Favorite song?
Off the back. Oh my God.
You
So,
can only pick one.
for Reek, right now, I'm going to say All Night off of her Lemonade album.
Ooh, that's a good one. That's a good one. That's a good
Yes.
one.
All night long.
That's not. Yeah, that's the wrong song. That's Drunken Love. You were singing Drunken Love.
And that's
She
the wrong
does say
album.
All Night in there.
That's the wrong
The wrong album. Yeah, that's right.
That's the wrong album. That was the Beyonce album.
Yeah. It's all right.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Y'all don't come for me, oh God.
Oh, wait. I'm
Come
sorry.
focus
I
on
have
that.
to take that
No,
back. I
don't.
have to take that back. How could I forget?
Nope, it's done.
Darn it.
No, you can
No.
take whatever you want
I have to
back.
take that
Listen
back.
to Michael.
Cowboy Carter, Two Hands to Heaven.
See? Okay.
That's
My favorite on Cowboy Carter is Tyrant. Girl!
I love that song.
Love Tyrant. Oh, that's my
love that
favorite
song.
song on that.
What's
I
your
listened to
favorite
that
song,
song 50
Salome?
songs.
Off of the
50
Cowboy
times.
Carter album.
Next question.
Oh,
Wait a minute.
Did you listen to Cowboy Carter?
I don't think she did.
No, you didn't.
No, I did not.
Why
My
not?
apologies.
She,
Okay, so country music. Okay, so it was packaged as a country album, right? And country music, it's not that I'm not a fan of country music.
well, before you finish that thought, Beyonce said it's not a country album.
Oh, okay.
It's
So I did not hear her
Beyonce
say that.
album.
No, I
Say
didn't.
that.
I didn't
Yeah.
hear that.
And it's not. She put her Beyonce
Say-
spin
yeah.
on
Okay.
country. It's,
Okay, well
it's,
then
you
I'll-
would like it.
Yeah,
You
okay.
would like it.
I like the one she did with Dolly.
Yeah,
Did a
okay.
remake
Oh,
of
this-
Jolene.
Jolene.
Cheetah.
I did like her take on
Cheetah.
Jolene.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
good.
because
I like that.
the old
I didn't hear
Jolene act like,
But she
Dolly
put-
act
I know.
like, Dolly ain't act like she didn't know who she was when she was speaking to Jolene.
I know. Well, but see, here's the thing, though. This is why I like Tyrant a lot. Because Tyrant shows that, because you know how Jolene had a real vulnerability to it, right?
Yeah.
Like, she was begging this woman not to take her man. And Tyrant, Tyrant is the vulnerable side of Jolene. Because Beyonce'd up Jolene. You know, Beyonce ain't going to
yeah.
ask nobody not to take her man. She going to tell this child, don't even try, right? So, but Tyrant has that, like, more vulnerability to it, right? Because she's like, you owe me a debt. You stole him from me. I envy you once. No, I hated you once. I envy you now. Just tell me how. Tell me how. You know what I'm saying? So she brought that vulnerability in Tyrant. And if you notice, Dolly Parton brings that song in.
Yeah, okay.
You know what I mean? And I think that's how
love
she.
that.
I like
I
that
love
take
what
on it,
Beyonce
yeah.
does.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
her whole life. I like
Uh-huh,
that
I know.
petty shit that she does. I like it. Oh,
Yeah.
I want to be like Beyonce when it comes to like
like business.
and then hearing like the chitter chatter going around about you. She is like radio silent. Naturally, we're human. We want to just be like, well, bitch, who the fuck you talking to? But like, she just be like, she lets the work.
Yes,
Exactly. Speak for
And I
herself.
love that for her. That is like
Because
so mature.
It is. But she's so good at what she does. Like, you can't, like, you just can't take it away from it. And she knows that. So she's like, okay, y'all just,
What I like most about Beyonce is that she constantly pushes music forward. Because when she released that self-titled album, she did it in a way that nobody else has ever done before. And
At
after
midnight.
that, it changed how music is released. It gave confidence into artists to like go outside of their label and be more creative. And then she dropped it with a bunch of videos with it. It was a whole package. It was exclusive.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then she did it again with the Lemonade album. Black is King, she did.
Oh yeah, that was.
I love
like
Black
she's
is King.
That's an underrated album.
It is.
I think. Yeah.
She's been the tip of the spear basically. Like she's constantly moving, not just her genre, but the entire industry of music. So, what are your facts about Beyonce?
Well, Cowboy Carter is one fact. I don't have any others. But I mean, who needs facts about Beyonce? Everyone and their mom knows the facts about Beyonce because she's Beyonce. Exactly.
Visionary.
Exactly.
Yes, businesswoman.
She's
Mother. of
right.
all.
Like she's Beyonce.
I feel like she's probably going to be the closest thing I ever get to see to Michael Jackson. To be honest with you,
Not Drake.
I don't like Drake.
He's one away from Michael Jackson.
Excuse me?
That's what he said.
I'm not a Drake fan.
But that's true. He's got.
No, but he's not. That's not true.
No.
He's talking #1 records.
Oh, he's talking record sales and stuff like that.
Number
That's
one
what he
records.
means. #1 records.
Anyway, moving along.
Moving along. Okay, so next segment is our
History of food.
history of the food.
I did not find a detailed summary of the origin of tacos. But everything I found said, and I'm going to share it with y'all now. The origin of tacos is actually unknown. Drop the freaking mic.
Oh, it's unknown.
Yes, my job was easy. We had tacos today, and the origin of tacos is unknown.
Really?
But it says that the Mexican silver miners in the 18th century, they're credited sometimes with the origin of tacos and how they would put like this kind like type of like paper when they would like blow the mines up, or Jesus, I don't know. But yeah, the origin of tacos is unknown. And we're having nachos as well. And before, like in an earlier episode, we did mention that the origins of nachos were these American army wives went to dinner, but it was late, and then this guy whose name was like Nacho, he made them nachos, and that's how nachos.
So you think Nacho made the taco too?
Probably Nacho
some
made
guy
the
named
taco.
Taco?
Nacho made the taco.
Probably. Who knows?
I can't.
It says it's unknown, so we can make anything up, really.
Hey, Beyonce made them. She invented
Pretty sure
tacos.
she didn't make that shit.
Beyonce did not do that.
All right, you never know. Okay, so the game is headbands. I explained the rules to you.
Headbands already.
Okay,
The
take
shade.
that, pass that down.
So I take how many?
Now,
Oh, just pass it.
everybody have their own individual deck.
Oh, okay.
We're doing one round, yeah?
I guess one round to do. Okay, place the card in the slot without looking at it. So you go first.
You're
No, it's about your card. You're trying to
Oh,
guess your own
okay.
card.
Okay, about my card. Do I live in the water?
No.
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 Oh wait, time.
Oh. Okay.
Go.
Do I exist today?
Yes.
Yes.
Do I have hair?
No.
No.
Am I bigger than a refrigerator?
No.
Am I an insect?
No.
We can't give clues.
No.
Do I live on a farm?
No.
Jesus.
No.
What
You
freaking
could.
game is
I
this?
could live on a farm?
No.
No,
No.
not on a
No.
farm,
No.
farm,
Not
no.
on a farm. No.
But like,
Do you drink me?
No.
No.
Do you eat me?
No.
No.
hey,
Am I a person?
No.
A place?
No.
A thing?
Yes.
oh, so you get
Do you use me to pick up something?
no.
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 Time.
What?
All right, my go.
This is shitty.
Why?
No.
These
This sucks.
questions
I know,
don't
they're wet.
even go in. You sure this is how you play this game? Let's see how he does, and then we
Yes.
gonna know if he cheating or not. Go ahead,
Come
I
on.
gotta cheat to beat y'all.
bitch.
Am I a person?
No,
No.
Place?
no,
No.
A thing?
No.
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 There are only 3 options. Person,
No,
place,
there
thing.
aren't.
You are a thing.
Y'all cheating.
Okay. No, we're not cheating.
I wouldn't class it as a
I
thing,
wouldn't
but
say
okay.
it's a thing.
I wouldn't say it's a thing either.
All
Okay,
right.
okay.
Am I an animal?
Yes.
Okay. Am I a squirrel?
No.
Am I a mammal?
Yes.
Yeah.
Do I live in the city?
No.
No.
Do
This
I live
heifer.
on a farm?
He about to kill.
No.
So I'm a wild animal.
This.
Yes.
Am I a tiger?
No.
No.
Am I a wild boar?
No.
Am I a wolf?
No.
No.
Am I a part of the wolf family?
No.
No.
Am I a part of the cat family?
No.
Am I a bird?
No.
No.
Do I eat meat?
Yes.
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 Okay,
All right,
time.
Time.
This.
Okay, can you flip it over for me?
This is. I don't like this shit.
'Cause you
I
you
know.
this
It's
suck.
hard. It's hard. I don't like this
Why
game.
can't we give clues?
I don't like this game. Am I a person?
No.
Am I a place?
No.
No.
Am I a thing?
Yes.
A thing. Okay.
Not a thing.
Am I an animal?
Yeah.
No,
I'm
you
an
can't
animal.
give hints.
Am I an animal?
Let me
Yes.
tell you something.
Yes,
Okay.
you-
This is my friend. I make the rules.
Yes, you are an animal.
Do I fly?
Yes.
Yes.
You
Ooh.
can.
Am
But not
Oh.
fly. But you
Okay.
can fly. You
But
can
you
Am I a
can-
penguin?
No.
No.
But you close though.
Am I a? I'm not a penguin. I can
We
fly,
can
but I
eat
can,
you.
am I a turkey?
No.
No.
Am I a
We
chicken?
could- No.
No.
Am
You
I?
We can eat
I'm
you.
a bird. You can
Yeah.
eat me.
Yeah.
I'm not a chicken. I'm not a turkey.
Uh-huh.
I'm a hen. Am
No.
what
A
kind
hen
of
is
a
a
bird
chicken
can you?
friend.
I know. I don't know what else you can. I don't know what other birds you can eat. Chicken.
Affleck.
Stop cheating.
I don't know.
I know.
Affleck.
Oh, God, you
Time.
killing me.
See, that's why you don't cheat.
All right, Salome.
Oh,
It's your turn now.
A duck.
After
over.
the time this done.
Wait, hold on. We got to start over.
Jesus.
Sorry.
Hold on.
Take another card since you just guessed it.
I thought it was
Oh,
only
one? Okay.
wrong.
Yeah.
All right, you ready?
Yes.
All right.
Am I food?
No.
No.
Yeah.
No.
I'm food?
No.
No.
No. No.
Am I a person, place, or thing?
Yes,
No.
to one of those.
You bitch. Am I a person?
No.
A place?
No.
A thing?
No.
An animal?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Am I? Can you eat me?
Yeah.
Oh.
You can.
Yeah, probably.
Guess you can. No.
You guess you can. A squirrel?
No.
No. Of course
No.
A rabbit?
No.
No.
Close to a squirrel. Okay. Do I grow on? No. Am I salt?
Right.
If you cook me, am I gonna be meaty?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, probably.
How much meat?
I've never had you.
Not much. Right. I never had you. I probably
I'm
wouldn't
an
eat you.
animal, and you, not much.
I don't
Do I crawl on my belly? Well, no, we said we were already asleep.
Time.
Oh,
See, you overthink.
yeah. It was simple, wasn't it?
It's a beaver.
No.
What was
A
that?
beaver. Shit, I ain't thinking
I
about
was a light bulb.
A hippo. I hate these things.
Exactly.
I ain't thinking about no beaver. The hell?
That was funny.
Hippos don't live in the jungle.
That was
We didn't tell you that you lived in a jungle.
right. We
didn't say
said
that. You
wild.
don't listen.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
So nobody won? That's how we gonna leave
No,
this?
no one won.
Because you didn't want us
To hell.
to-
Even though I did say duck after
Ah, that
the
don't
time.
count.
Oh,
It doesn't
yes,
count.
you
It's
did.
fine. But I did.
Pass me the cards, y'all cheating.
All right. Are we going to go into let me ask you something now?
Yes, ma'am.
Yay! So,
Oh, thank you.
around here,
Oh,
we begin with the same question.
Okay.
What inspired you to be an actor?
Probably. Oh, for me.
Aliya.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. Okay. Probably the love from storytelling. For me, more so like my family. They're like naturally funny people. My grandfather, he has hilarious stories from his childhood, and those like apart from my mom reading me bedtime stories, those were stories that he used to just tell me like growing up and stuff. So like I've always loved the way to tell stories and how actors can literally live in that character's mind and become those things. So I always found that to be interesting, especially when I got to start taking classes with acting. I thought it was just more so like, oh, you just read your lines and you just react, honey. No, you don't. You really have to live truthfully in every aspect, in every way. And I just find that so fascinating because, like, naturally we don't, as humans, we say we keep it 100, but we really don't. And you have to when you become that character, like you have to literally become that person. So I find that very interesting and fascinating.
I love that.
How old were you when you decided to start taking classes and pursuing it?
I was 33 years young. I've always wanted to do. From a child, I always want to know I wanted to do something in the arts. My mom will tell you, like, I used to be around the house singing, dancing, but it would never, I guess, it was never nurtured for me because, you know, in black households, get a job. Get a job, you know. Dreams are for kids. Like, you know, what you going to do with the real world? So I kind of, like, left that alone and put it on the back burner of things. But I always was, like, writing and, like, I used to make up songs, like, off the head, like, just making up stuff. And I always had that knack for writing. So then, like, I just got tired of just, like, daydreaming about what my life could be like. So I just was like, you know what, let me take an acting course. And
That's it? It was just like you were in your head and you was like, let's do it? Nothing?
I feel like I was in my head a lot, and I was like I feel like I was becoming, what's the word I'm looking for? I was starting to regret things, and I didn't want to live a life of regret. I was scared because I'm like, oh my God, at 33, who does that? Like, really, who literally decides to leave the medical field and go pursue something else that really you don't know if you're going to make it or not, and just do it. So I was just like, one day I was just like, you know, I think it was more so during the pandemic where I started feeling like, okay, I want to do something that I genuinely love. Like, I don't want to be working at a desk anymore and doing this. So, yeah, and even though I didn't start until 2022, so it did take me 2 years to, like, move my feet to really get started. But I just dived into it because I wanted to see where this can go. It's going kind of slow, but I'm going.
Right. Hey, listen.
You know what my grandmother always said? The race is not for the swift, but those who endure it to the end. Once you hang in there, we gonna make it.
And I think that's the journey, because I literally thought, when I came into that, I was like, this is not as deep as this teacher is making it sound like, like, you don't need to rehearse. I just need to rehearse these lines. But no, it's a lot of work.
Yeah.
But, and normally I am the type of person, I do have a tendency to be the type of person to, like, fly by night type of person. Like, after a certain while, I'm done with it, on to something else. But I always found myself being drawn back into something. Like, last week was my first time being back on set in how long, and, like, I loved it. I was tired as hell, but I enjoyed it. So I'm just like, okay, I know I want to do this, because, like, I'm always sitting in my room or sitting somewhere just thinking of things, like, thinking of scenes that I could write, thinking of a story I can tell. Like, so I'm like, okay, this is what I'm going to do. I just have to, and I'm working on that now, I have to be more disciplined in things. And, yeah, shit happens, life happens, so... But yeah, I'm excited about what the future holds, and I'm going to enjoy this journey.
Yeah.
So, speaking of shit happening, when shit does happen, what do you tell yourself when you don't feel like you're at your best or you're doing your best?
What do I tell myself? There can only be one me. I'm only one person. Throughout my life, a lot, I've always tried to compare myself to others and other people's journey, but we're not realizing that your journey is specially made for you. Everybody's not going to have the same journey, so you just have to enjoy where you're at, and with determination and believing in yourself, you'll get there. So yeah, it's only one me. Like, I'm not going to be the next. I'm not going to be Dara. I'm not going to be Solomay. I'm Aliya. I'm Lily. I'm me. I'm only one person. So yeah, that's how I kind of. That's my mantra of life now, because, like, it saves yourself a lot. You save yourself a lot of heartache and pain when you just focus on you and not look at all the noise and everybody else around you. That's their journey. My journey, I have to take an alternative route. So, Yeah.
Love that. So you were just saying, you're always thinking of a scene you can write, and all that. You're a writer, right? We even introduced you today as a writer. So, and I think I know, just please correct me if I'm wrong, that you want to write stories about Black women, and that
I want to. Oh, go ahead, finish. I'm sorry.
or no.
Oh no.
That shed Black people and women in a good light.
Excited, yeah, because I want to tell Black stories.
And what makes you so passionate about that?
Because I feel like the Black stories that have been out there in the past, it just shows one dimension of Black people, and no shade to that, because that has a place for it. There's a place for that. The story needs to be told, but it just gives this false narrative that, like, we're like a monolith, and we're really not. Like, I want to tell the story of the perky, boisterous, beautiful, full-figured Black woman who is confident in herself and is accepting of herself. It's just, y'all motherfuckers need to catch up. Like, I want to tell stories of strong Black women from all walks of life, not just the girl from North Philly. I want to talk about the Black girl that went to Lower Merion, the Black girl that grew up in the suburbs, the Black, I want to tell different stories, and I'm excited about that, because I just feel like, and it's getting better now, I would say, to a point, but I just feel like still we're kept in this certain box as a Black woman, which I can't stand. Like, I just want, my main goal right now, I want to make that plus size Black girl the main character of her life, more than being somebody's sidekick,
like best friend or something like that. Right,
if you notice, can you name one Black full figured woman that is the main character? She's not like that's the main character of the show. She has class and dignity and respect. Can you
Queen Latifah.
Queen Latifah in what?
In what?
Living Single.
That was an
She
ensemble
wasn't.
cast.
That was an ensemble cast. Yes.
But it was her lead. Like, she was the biggest name.
That's true.
Yeah, she was the biggest name, but
She was.
I would say maybe, like, I think this is pushing it, but I would say the Parkers.
I
Yeah.
can't. I
Maybe the
disagree.
Parkers.
No, I don't
But
think
I
that's
have to
pushing it.
disagree. You know why I
the
have to
Parkers
disagree?
wasn't- Yeah.
Because she was chasing after a
That's
man.
She
Professor
was.
Ogilvy.
Right, Ogilvy,
Was
yeah.
disrespecting her, like did not
That's
want her,
true.
and like making herself look crazy.
That is true. That's true.
And I love the
Yeah.
Parkers, but I feel like it was just overly.
But it wasn't about her. Like, she wasn't the center of the show. So
Yeah, like,
you're
I
right.
want-
But the daughter was.
Kim.
But she was kind of the dumb one. If you know this.
Right. Yeah,
I
she
want,
wasn't.
Yeah, like I want my full figure black Carrie Bradshaw from Sex and the City.
Yes.
Yeah, I want to
I
create
want
that, and there are
just
black
be
women.
a regular.
There are black big joints out here like that. Thank you.
You know, I haven't well, I guess Issa did that, I guess. Okay.
Well,
Did what?
Because I was about to say, I have no, like, image of someone that looks like me even. Like, just regular chick. Like, just regular, you know what I'm saying? In a show like Carrie Bradshaw. But that's not true. I was about to say that, but that's not true.
Which one is Carrie Bradshaw?
She
Sex and the City.
Sex and the City. Sarah Jessica Parker's character.
Oh.
She's
Okay.
like she had style.
Yeah, she did.
She was sure of herself sometimes, only till when Big came in the picture. He confused her a lot.
Yeah.
But she was the main attraction. Like, and I want that to be for my big girls because like we're not like I just hate the story of like men love us in secret.
Right.
And that's not
whack.
true.
Yeah.
That is not true. Like we get big girls be pulling men just as much as the skinny joints do. Like so, like
I think
Even
more.
more.
Yeah, I think more.
so. Yeah, I just want to see a different main character.
Right, like a different narrative.
Yeah,
For bigger.
like where
women.
her weight is not going to be the center
Right.
of the show. Like, yeah, of course, like yeah, you know she's big because you see her, but like that's not. We're not going to be having these issues of like, oh, I don't accept myself. Or I'm being dogged by this man who only wants to love me in secret. Like,
Did y'all watch Survival of the Thickest?
no.
I watched that show. I like it.
That sounds like a great show.
It is a good,
It is a great show. It's hilarious because that girl is hilarious. I can't remember her name right now.
Michelle Buteau.
But she's not that huge. Like, she's not.
not.
You know what I mean?
But is she
Of
fit?
course
She's
they
a comedian.
would.
She is.
She is.
She is.
She is. She's
She is. She's thick. But. And it was funny. But I guess that's like.
What kind of
the-
show is it exactly?
It's a comedy.
It's a comedy on Netflix.
Yeah, it's a comedy. But I guess it's like maybe the stepping off point of what.
But also, and yes, that's a start, a good example.
Yeah.
But also, I'm also looking for a chocolate girl.
Yeah.
If you notice, like,
See,
Yeah.
but this is
It's
what I'm talking
funny.
about.
Yeah.
It's so frustrating, like, for people to say, yeah, I'm looking for a chocolate girl, which I have no problem with it. But you still see a chocolate girl and you see Issa Rae, right? Like, she's so thin and she's so, you know what I'm saying? She looks like an African chocolate girl. Where are the girls that look like me?
See,
That are just black.
This is
Like, my hair ain't curly and crinkly. It's not, because the girls that look like me with my complexion, their hair is always,
yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like, it's nobody that looks just normal like me, like a black girl,
I think
like,
this is
on no
where-
show.
This is where what we do and who we are as creatives come in, right? Because when they create these characters, they still need to make them palatable for
Right.
like mainstream. So we come in now and we're like, fuck you, and whatever you're trying to do, y'all gonna take this because this is how the real world is. So we're gonna find our people and we're gonna be like, y'all gonna rock with us because this is the real story. This is the story we have to tell. Yeah.
You right. You right.
So
You right. I think we all need a place.
Yeah.
yeah.
All of us.
And we go, hey, this is my motto. Like, I don't know when I started thinking about this. And I was like roaming around Philly yesterday, just doing nothing.
Running the
And
streets.
running
In
them
the streets.
in the streets.
In the streets.
And I saw a T-shirt that reminded me of this thing that I think about continuously. It's from Auntie Shirley, and you know Auntie Shirley Chisholm.
Yeah.
And she's Caribbean as well, so she's my auntie. And she said, if they don't give you a seat at the table, you bring a folding chair. And that's what we gonna do. We gonna bring folding chairs, and we gonna be like, oh, excuse me, and we gonna set our chairs up.
See, and I like the idea too about just creating your own table, because I don't actually want to be at your damn table.
I'm starting to realize that
I don't
too,
want to
like,
bring a folding chair.
as we go forward in this
get
industry, like I don't like, at one point I was like, I would love to get a $50 million deal from Netflix or one, one of those big corporations, but at what cost though? Because like I want to be able to control the story, and I don't want to have to literally like make a change to a character, because like the point of having a dark skin plus size woman, because like to society we're not desirable.
Yeah.
Being fat, black, and a woman, you're not desirable.
We're not desirable
In public. Right. Because we are desirable.
We're
We
not
are,
desirable,
just
but
in secret.
I want to break that wall and knock it down and show different brands of beauty. Like, black women are beautiful. Oh, yeah. We're not all Zendaya. We're not all like, the Beyonce.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah, I just feel like I was just having this conversation.
I want you to also notice that you also just mentioned two very light-skinned women,
but though they use that as the standard for us.
They do,
and that's not the standard of. That's not like, yes, they're beautiful black women. They are black women. I would never deny them that, but they don't represent.
And no shade to either one of them.
And no shade, no.
And it's not
even any shade to Issa Rae, right?
Yeah.
Because I love what Issa did. I'm just saying.
I will give Issa Rae the credit though for she changed the game when it comes to dark skinned black women being showcased and wearing their natural hair, because her web series, her hair was
Awkward Black Girl.
Yes, was very short and natural and beautiful. It was.
But she didn't have the budget at that time, so she had to work with what she had.
It is, Mom.
Yeah, but even in Insecure, her hair was natural.
Yeah, even in Insecure it was,
Her hair was natural in Insecure. Most of the time.
Did she have like a low cut?
She had a low cut.
Yeah, she did have a low cut.
Yeah. She did a lot of different stuff with her hair in Insecure.
Yeah, I just want to see wider, broader representations of black women of all different shades and shapes.
Right? I would agree.
And backgrounds, like from like, like we get the roundaway girl, and I love those. But I want to see the one like me. I grew up outside of Philadelphia. I grew up in the suburbs, and I love Philly a lot. But I just want to see the suburban girl's life. I want to see that journey. I want to see different. I don't want to just see. Oh, she worked hard. She had from a single mother in North Philly, and she went to Harvard, and now she's trying to find a man, and she comes off too strong. Like that is the typical. It is. That's like the typical Tyler Perry story. Like,
okay, so
and I love him too, but
we don't mention Tyler Perry on this. Okay,
sorry.
I'm sorry. That's just personal. That's just me. I'm sorry. It's fine. No shade, I guess.
No shade.
It's fine.
So, Aliya, what is your writing process like? Are there any parts of the writing process that you find challenging, and what would you like to improve on?
Yes, I have a tendency, and I know they say don't do this. I start writing something, and then I find it to be trash, and I'm ready to erase it, delete, and then I get so frustrated. That's why, like, I have like 4 different files open right now with different things that I'm writing, and it's like none of it's flowing to me. I think I'm still in the beginning stages. I get discouraged very easily, and I'd be like, oh my God, like I'm still working on that type of thing. Like I have it's just where I'm like in my head a lot about things instead of just writing and just letting it flow. Shonda Rhimes, I think, said it. She said, just commit. I'm working on that too, actually. Commit to one page. Writing one page. It can be crap. It could be good. Whether just commit to one page and it'll see where it gets you. So, yeah, I think with my writing process, I'm still trying to find my niche with that a little bit. Yeah, but I have. If you guys want to take a look one day, I have like 4 different files open with things that is just. It's like a half a page, and like I get discouraged easily.
I think that your writing is very good. I've read Lavinda. Don't ask me how I read it, but I've read it.
Okay.
And, ask me how I was able to read it. But,
and that I even want to go back in and change. Like,
oh no, it was very good,
Thank you.
I could see the characters and stuff as I was reading it, and I think that one of the things that we need to learn is that you just go, and then you would learn as you go along.
I think because I'm expecting to be, I don't know why I put that type of pressure on myself, but I expect starting out to be the Shonda Rhimes or Alice Walker. As soon as I get into it, and it's like, no, bitch, you not.
If you go into like the backstories of Shonda Rhimes and these women, they'll tell you like, yo, we started out where you were.
Yeah, I feel like as a writer right now, for me, it's like a very slow process because like I still struggle with it. And then I get writer's block and be like, I lead somewhere, and then I'm like, this is not where I had in mind. Like, the vision is in my head. It's, like, hard for me to speak it out or write it down, I think, sometimes. And I don't know. I think I'm just in my head a lot. So, yeah, but I'm working on it. I really don't have a process that
Do you put your life experiences into your writing?
Yes and no. So the experiences that I have, I do not want. I'm not ready to share yet.
Those are probably the best ones.
I know.
The ones that people are going to relate to and gravitate to.
But I'm embarrassed by some of them. I'm very embarrassed by some of them.
But you'd be surprised how
relatable
it is. It could be something someone else went through.
Yeah.
They probably don't want to talk about it until they see somebody else with the bravery put that out there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I do have this one piece that I'm like going back and forth on. Like, so I've mentioned it before, maybe I haven't, but I have this weird relationship with my dad. Like, one minute I miss him and I love him and I can talk to him, and then out of the blue I just get annoyed. Something sets me off to where like I resort back to that little girl that is mad at him for what he did wrong. And
have you ever actually talked to him about it?
Yes, but I didn't receive the apology or the response that I wanted. It was more so an excuse than it was I'm sorry I hurt you, blah, 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 blah. Yeah. It was more so like, oh, well, I was going through this, da-da-da-da. He has apologized, but I need to hear the words of why you left, why you did what you did. Instead, I get the sob story. And I know I have to realize that maybe I won't ever get that full story or get that full conversation that I would want. But yeah, that's something I think I have. You know what? I'm going to have to talk to my therapist about this next week.
And process it through your writing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Tell that story, girl. Yeah. Tell that story. Because I feel like with the writing, I mean, I'm thinking anyway, possibly you could give it your own ending, right? Like it could maybe help you heal because you could end it the way you want. Way you wished or whatever, you know what I mean?
That's true. Yeah.
Because you're the writer, you're the author.
You're the creator.
Yeah, exactly, of the world. So, I don't know.
Yeah.
Just the thoughts.
I appreciate that. Yeah.
So let's talk about the challenges of pursuing acting. Like, what were the most challenging things that you've had to overcome or even faced? And then What have been some of the more positive ones?
Stage fright. It's learning to get over that
You have stage fright.
a little bit. I'm very, believe it or not, I'm a very shy person.
Well, most of
Your personality plus though, so it's like
I am a very shy person.
a lot of actors and performers in general are introverts
are shy. It's true.
Yeah.
until they get in that element where it's time to perform.
It's
Right.
crazy though. Like I've been told that I'm not an introvert. I've been told that I'm an extrovert. I feel like I'm a mixture of both.
Mm-hmm.
It just has to be the right vibe. I think like if it's like a group of people that I can see that are like, no, they ain't passing the vibe check, I shut down. I shut down and become this awkward weirdo. But like y'all, like I feel comfortable and I'm able to be free and be myself. But yeah, stage fright is probably one of the things, being shy and challenging. Also, probably living truthfully a little bit sometimes is awkward for me.
Does it make you feel vulnerable?
Yes, and I thought I was a vulnerable person. I realized that it makes me uncomfortable being vulnerable.
Because you feel exposed and
Yes.
somewhat
And I
naked.
don't like that. I thought I was a vulnerable person because I'm a crier. And
Well, you probably are. It's probably just the vulnerability in front of all these other people. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
and it makes me clench up when. Yeah. And what was the other question I think you said?
What has been some of the more positive experiences?
Oh yeah, I'm starting to learn. I haven't been in acting class in a while, but the last time I was there, I was open a lot more and felt more comfortable on stage. I think because I allowed myself to be vulnerable and live in the moment instead of thinking so much. It's hard for me to be vulnerable, and I'm also an overthinker. Now, as I think when I return, I probably would be a lot better because at this point in my life, I give zero fucks anymore about a lot of things. Sorry, you allowed to curse on here?
yes, you are. Absolutely.
I'm starting to like really give zero fucks about a lot of things.
Good for
lately.
you.
I am like,
How did you get to that point?
oh, honey, I was depressed from the month of September until the beginning of January, February. I was down low, and I cared, like, all the things that bothered me, like, I can say they do not bother me or fuck with me anymore. Like, I was like in this dark place from August. I think maybe August, September it started. August, I think, and it was ended like in January when I started getting the help that I needed mentally. Yeah, I was just thinking about, I felt like a failure because I'm like, I only created one movie. I couldn't be on this set. I couldn't be on this set because of this injury. I'm having all these health issues, and like, it was just a lot physically and emotionally and mentally for me. And then like, I was just, once I got to therapy and started, doing the work and actually allowing myself to feel and releasing a lot of secrets that I've had from my upbringing and certain things that even to this day my family doesn't know about. I felt relieved when I was able to speak about it with a therapist and literally started doing the work to get better. And like, I'm just like, now I just feel like nothing can stop me. Like, bitch, bring it. Like, bring it, bitch.
That's awesome.
Oh, so one of my treatments that I do for myself, like when I'm getting ready to get depressed or have like an anxiety attack, because I have real bad anxiety and panic attacks, I literally tell people no. If I don't want to do something, I tend to be a people pleaser for people that are close to me, and like just being able to tell somebody no, that is like the best fucking feeling in the world. Like the best feeling in the world. And if I want to be selfish with myself, I'm okay. It's okay to do that. Like, so I'll literally sit if a friend invite me to do something or ask me to do something, I say no, I have something to do. I will literally go in my bathroom and have a hot bubble bath and listen to jazz music. And so I take time out for myself, and I'm more gentler with myself, because I feel like for my entire life I've probably been the hardest on myself. Like a lot of things, I cringe at certain things that I experienced or did when I was like younger, even in my 20s, and like I have to forgive myself. So I'm working on that now.
But also, you're not the same person you were then.
Definitely
Right.
not. Oh, I don't even think I could recognize that person today. Like, especially the person I was 6 years ago. I don't even think I would recognize her.
I have a question. This makes me bring up this question that I think I had asked this to myself. I was talking to like another friend. Do you think 20-year-old, the you are today, would hang out with 20-year-old you?
Hell no. I would have to say no, because that girl that I was unsure of myself. I depended on love from outside party than loving what was within. So no, I couldn't even fathom that girl today, because I'm nothing like her now. Nothing like her. And don't want to go back to that ever again.
I don't know. It's growth. Would you hang out with 20-year-old you?
If it was me, yeah.
Oh God. Would you?
Hang out with
I would actually, yeah.
Oh yeah.
I would. I think I was
20.
Yeah.
better.
Maybe like teenage you.
I was a good teenager. No, my younger self was better than I am now, honestly.
My biggest regrets is not knowing what I know now.
Right.
Oh,
And I
that's
feel
not
like-
something
Yeah.
that you could even.
Yeah.
If I could put my younger self onto some game,
Yeah.
Yeah. I wouldn't hang out with
Yeah.
younger me. I wouldn't.
I
would.
could, because guess what? I'm thinking about her like, she ain't have a clue.
You know, younger me didn't exactly have a clue, but younger me was so
positive and optimistic.
yeah, and like on top of her shit. Like I was writing all the time. I was performing all the time. I was going after
But
it.
you were
know what I'm
doing
saying?
things,
Like I was
like-
doing it,
Yeah,
and
you
so
were.
I would for sure. I wish she would come back. Honestly.
I literally was trying to buy the love and affection of somebody that wasn't worth it.
Oh.
Yeah, so I just couldn't, today, I was like literally like breaking myself, trying to fix somebody that was broken. Like it was bad. And I did that for 10 years.
Okay.
Yeah, so I wouldn't go back to that
Yeah.
ever, because she was lost. She was lost. She ain't love herself. She ain't like herself. She like
Yeah, see, it's the
Yeah.
opposite for me. I would go back for sure than this shit now. 1,000%.
really.
Yeah, it's the opposite. Like I think I knew myself. I was not lost back then. I knew what I wanted
We
to do.
all
I
get
knew
a
where I was
little
going.
lost, though.
And
but
now it's different. Now it's the
we
opposite.
all get a little lost, but you can find your way back.
Yeah,
It's just it's a process.
it yields. Well, that brings us to our last question. Actually, we're here, which is, what does success look like to you in your craft?
Controlling and owning your story. Controlling the narrative of the Black stories that you tell. Yeah, just owning my own stuff, not having to worry about what this exec or that exec has to say about this specific topic of discussion, this episode. Like, I want to be raw, unfiltered, and I don't want to be tamed.
Love that. You know what that just made me think about? You guys remember on Kelly's episode, Kelly Holstrom, when she was talking about women, she was like, how about we don't need to have the, remember she was like, we're all here and, we don't need to have that, just let us be normal, just let us be a part of the process. That's how I feel about being black, right, in the industry, right? Like, we don't have to have the
Like strong
strong black lead and this and the other. Just let us just let us be a part of the process. Just it's normal.
Even though
just
I love strong black women characters, I'm just so tired of. I'm tired of getting the compliment as a black woman of you're so strong.
Oh
my God!
I can't stand that.
Because bitch, I want to live the soft life.
I want to be soft. Okay, I refuse to be strong anymore. Okay.
Yeah, I think that's where we get in trouble a lot because it's put out there that as black women and even as women in general,
right?
You always gotta be strong. You gotta be this. Like, no, bitch, I gotta cry too. I need to have my meltdown. And that's another thing. I allow myself to cry and feel when I need to. Like, yes, I wanna be soft. Like, I don't wanna be out here knocking people's head off.
Exactly.
Like, I don't want to be out here doing that.
Exactly. Like, and don't get me wrong. Like, I think in general, women are strong, right? Like, it's something we just, I don't know what it is in us, but we rise to the occasion. Even when we feel like we can't, something comes. Like, something helps us. We have some type of thing. I don't know.
I want to
But at the same time... You do. I agree with you. Like, right? Like, I want to be soft too. Like, I don't want to have to be the strong person all the time in this situation. Like,
question: how do you guys think it gotten to the point where you have to feel like you have to be strong all the time?
That's a good question.
I don't know. Sorry. No. My brain always goes back to. I don't know.
Slavery.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what I was about to say.
Always goes
That's what I was about to say.
It's been passed down.
Yeah.
Because if we really look at like things that we do, right? It's like where did this even come from? Like, where did this even come from? And it gets like so frustrating sometimes, really, because like even in like very simple conversations that I would have with like my mother and my sisters and stuff, I'm like, where is this coming from? And this is really frustrating. So I think because like for instance, right? And I found myself doing this one time and I was like, whoa. Somebody said back in the day, somebody would say, oh, okay, let me ask you for instance, right? Like if you have I don't know if that's, but a woman came up to me and she's like, oh, your boyfriend, the person I was dating at the time, she's like, oh, he's so cute. And I'm like, he all right. Not, like, I wish I could say, oh, yeah, he's, and I'm like, wait, where did that come from, me saying that he's all right? And then when I researched it, they said back in the day when, during these times, these women, they would have their kids. And these people would come up to them and say, oh, your son is so strong and so nice. And they say, oh, he's all right. Because they don't want him to be taken away.
Right.
Right?
And
so this
less
stuff,
desirable.
Right.
Yeah, this stuff is embedded in us. And people are like, oh, you guys shouldn't be, but it's in us. And it passes down. It's like.
And I think the strong thing is in us too, because now I'm not throwing any shade to any of my white or Hispanic or Asian or whatever counterparts as women. I'm really not, because I am fully aware that in all cultures, women have had to endure crazy things and all women have had to be strong in one way or another, right? But I was speaking to my mom one day about a person that is being cared for. And she was saying, my mom said something out her mouth like, I don't know, like, these girls don't want to work, like, da-da-da. I was like, what? I'm sorry. Hold on, Nicole. Because it's never been a problem for our white and Hispanic counterparts to be kept women. Why, when you see a black woman with a man who is taking care of her and has money, then it's a problem and you got to say, oh, these girls don't want to work, blah, blah, blah. Because you had to? Because you felt like you had to? Nah, girl, no. Okay? We also deserve to be kept. Yeah. Okay?
I have a question. Do you call your mom by her first name to her face?
Yes. When she's doing
I
yes, I do.
My mom sometimes too.
Sometimes, not all the time. Most 98% of the time, I call her mom, right? Yeah. But sometimes I'm like, Nikki, Nicole. Now listen.
I don't know what my mom's name is. I don't know.
Yes, you do. Shout out Susie. It's never out of disrespect. Like I would not disrespect my mom, right?
Yeah.
But I was just telling her, I was like, can you just listen to what you just said, right? Like, because
And again, this is the thing. Do you know that she was even conscious of what she said?
no, I don't. I know that she wasn't. That's why I called it
Yeah.
out to her. I was like,
Okay.
listen to what you just said. Like, our white, Hispanic, or whatever counterparts have been kept women. It's been okay for them to be kept women for centuries. Now, why all of a sudden, when we are starting to be kept women now, because there's men who want to take care of us, why does it have to be a conversation where, oh, these girls
Yeah.
don't want to work, they don't want to work hard, blah blah blah? It's like I just had to like bring it to her attention.
Yeah.
Like, listen to what you're saying right now.
I aspire to live the life of my grandmother. She, like, and not to say, I'm pretty sure her and my grandfather had some struggles, but my grandmother raised 6 kids. She never had to work.
Yes.
My grandfather brought home the money. He split and shared the money. He kept the lights on, kept all his kids clean, clothed, and they ate as much food as they wanted. And she never had to lift a finger. She doesn't know what it's like to have to get up at the crack of dawn and
She
get
got
ready.
that soft life. That's
She's
what I
had.
want.
She has. This.
I want a
Raising
soft
kids
life.
ain't soft.
It's now, yeah. Now I will say
No,
this.
it's not.
She still
You're
had
right.
a job to do. Raising 6
Right.
kids is not easy.
No, it's
Yeah,
not.
she still.
It's actually harder than going out working.
Yeah, it
but
is.
opposed to women who have to work
And
come home
raise
and take
6
care
kids.
of the
But I can say this. My grandfather, I always say I want a man like him because my grandfather, I've never seen him disrespect my grandmother. He never made her feel less than he was very appreciative of everything she did to keep his home, made his house into a home. So I want that soft life.
I do too.
I
do
would
too.
love to
I
have
don't
that.
think they make them like that no more.
They
Nah,
don't.
they don't.
They don't because they want to know what you bring to the
They
table.
don't.
They
Yeah. What I
somewhere,
right.
in a-
Some
I don't know where it was.
you know what? Actually, I have 2 brothers that are made like that,
Yeah.
and this is
She regret what she get right say.
2 of my brothers are very good men, just like that.
And that's a beautiful.
They do exist. They do.
Yeah.
They do. But it's hard out here.
Yeah. Was that the last question?
Yes, it was.
Was it?
I know.
So-
We're having so much fun.
Hopefully we'll have fun with this next segment as well. Because we're talking about yesterday's news, Aliya.
Yes.
Yesterday's news, by the time this comes out, is the Kendrick Drake.
And
You
Drake.
sure? You sure about it? Because
B.
the way they're
Unless
going,
they drop.
By
I
the
don't see
way
them
they're
dropping
going,
anymore.
I think they're done, right?
Yeah.
Drake dropped
I
the
hope
last
so.
one, didn't he?
Yeah, he dropped the
I
white
stopped
flag.
listening.
Yeah,
Oh,
he
oh,
dropped
okay, well, white
because
flag.
okay,
Well, no. Is white flag?
It's not
or
called
surrender,
white flag.
Right?
White flag is surrender.
yeah, it is surrender. Mhm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's
okay,
surrender.
all right.
Okay.
And he sounds so done on that last track.
He
Did
does.
y'all listen to it?
Can I
No,
be honest
I
with you?
stopped listening.
I
had to
only
follow.
listen to Kendrick's. I'm biased. I like Kendrick better than Drake. I have Drake in he's in rotation, but he's not my favorite. I like people like Kendrick, J. Cole.
Wait, you ain't listen to Drake's side though? You ain't listen to both sides of the beef? Aaliyah!
I think he's a talented artist, but I'm just not
I understand.
a huge fan.
I don't like.
Yeah.
I don't like beefs, man. Like
Yeah.
I
It
don't
was
either.
so much fun.
no,
to,
I'm
like,
not
witness
with
it.
I'm not with it.
I mean, it's. Have you listened to the
No.
tracks?
No.
No, none of them.
None of
Not
them.
Like Us was really good.
Homie, it was. Not
I
Like Us was
can't-
really
I can't-
good.
because stuff like that gives me like embarrassment, secondhand embarrassment and anxiety.
From
I'm just
who?
like,
They're
Why?
why am I with my poor ass getting caught up? You said they're rich. Why am I with
Yeah.
my poor ass
So why do
getting
you feel
caught up in
embarrassed?
this shit?
Yeah, why?
No, I just feel like, oh,
Why? Because you don't see Machine Gun Kelly and Macklemore beefing.
no, I don't even care about this.
Was that a thing? I don't even know.
No, but I
That
just,
only
I
two
just
right
feel like,
records.
I just
Listen.
feel like it's too much.
I don't care either.
Yeah.
And after listening once, I was done and
Yeah.
didn't follow it anymore. But what I will say, because I think I texted this to you, I was like, I think they are making each other better. Because honestly, each disc that they came out with after the other, like it got better and better and better. I was like, you know what, this is some good. I like this.
What I would say though, I'm like,
Is it
I read up on it, and they said when he did Stars, right, for the Black Panther film.
Who?
When Kendrick did Stars for the Black Panther.
I don't know that. I don't know.
Yeah, you do know
You
that
know the song.
Oh, I do?
Yeah, with SZA.
Oh, it's maybe my dreams, let me know.
Okay.
All the stars are showing. All the stars are
All the stars.
So in this song, he says, "Don't congratulate me. I don't even like you."
Yeah.
So this started from way back then.
No, this started
I
from
thought he-
Control, which was like 2013.
What? Really?
Yeah, that's when they separated. They came apart because Kendrick dropped a verse on Big Sean's song called Control, where he kind of just called out all the other rappers that was in the same like category as Kendrick, and he was like, "I'm trying to prove that I'm better than all of you." To the point where your core audience don't remember you.
Oh my goodness.
Drake took it so personally that they stopped working and began the sneak dissing. They've been sneak dissing since then. And
Meet the Grams is very disrespectful.
What you say?
Meet the Grams is very disrespectful. It's out of control.
I didn't hear that one. I didn't hear that. Is that's
okay.
Kendrick's or?
It's Kendrick's.
Yeah.
Yeah,
hear
it's
About. Isn't it about like Drake
his
having
son,
like,
and a daughter, and then he talks to his mom. It's really
he talked.
rude.
That's why I
It's
asked you about.
not okay.
Do you talk to your mom the way you like refer to her by her first name? Because in the song Kendrick, he talks to first Drake's son in the first verse, and then Drake's parents in the second one. But he's talking to them like by their first name, like, "Hey Sandra, I need to tell you about such and such," and then talks to Drake's dad like by first name, like, "Dennis, you raised a horrible fucking person."
Oh my
Yeah, that's literally what it's a little it's not it's bad.
It's so disrespectful,
disrespectful.
but at the same time, he is having a therapy session with all these people. But
It's
the
good.
tone,
It's just disrespectful. Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
But Kendrick beat him because he out strategized him. The things that he was saying about Drake, it had to have gotten Nike involved because Drake has Nike endorsement deals. Like, he sells products. That's where a lot of his money comes from. And now that Kendrick got people suspecting him of like being a pedophile and all this other stuff.
Oh my goodness.
Oh,
Did he lose his Nike deal?
No, but that's why he had to pull out of this beef. Like, that last song, he sounded so deflated and defeated.
Yeah.
He got a
did.
call.
No, you don't know that.
Listen,
You don't know that.
there's hundreds of millions of dollars. If they say, "Hey, this ain't looking good,"
Yeah.
because if you go back and listen to when Drake dropped the Tupac and Snoop,
Yeah, which
at
I
the
didn't
end of that,
like.
he was talking so much shit. He was
He
like, "You better
was.
drop a triple entendre, quadruple metaphor,"
Yeah.
and like,
I still don't like that he used Pac's and Snoop's voice in
Oh,
that
Drake
track.
did,
Yeah.
yeah.
I still don't like it. It made me feel weird. I don't know. Even though
See,
at the
that's
same
why
time,
I ain't listening.
it felt so nice to hear Pac's voice. Yeah, like I was just like, oh, this is like a hug. But
I don't know. I just when I seen Drake versus Kendrick Lamar, I was just like, I'm going with Kendrick before anything. I don't know. And then like back to that allegedly pedophilia, whatever. Didn't he get in trouble for something though with that? What was that? girl?
Millie Bobby Brown.
Yeah. What happened with that or something? Something
No,
weird.
it's just she said like
girl
he
from,
texted her or DM'd her recently
Stranger Things.
saying he missed her or something like that. But at the time, I think she was like 15 or something.
And he a grown 30-something year old man.
So whether it's true or not isn't the point. Like, it was a strategy used to like discredit him, make him look sus, and it worked perfectly.
I think I just missed the days where you didn't know a lot about your favorite artist.
I know.
That's probably why I like Beyonce so much, because I don't know that much about her.
She
what
keeps
she
her
tells
shit
us.
on lock. Her publicists must be like the best in the
Yeah.
business. Cause you know shit goes down. There's no way it doesn't.
Yeah, I just don't.
But
Yes, the elevator.
right, the elevator. Right, like that was the one
yeah.
leak.
Still ain't know what happened.
And we
in the
still don't
elevator.
know to this
You
day.
still don't because they shut that
And we ain't going
down.
to
She's
What you
like
said,
the
it
president.
So when she goes up to yonder and they make a thing about her life,
Oh, like yeah,
That's-
down the line you're
From
saying.
and
still
then
don't
by
know.
then,
I know.
we
He
gonna be
probably
by
still don't
then.
know. I know.
She make people sign NDAs coming in and out that place. So
I mean, it's smart.
yeah,
It's smart.
like yeah.
I like how we did full circle. We're back to Beyonce.
I know. Well, what better way to end the show?
Yeah. One last thing, though.
What?
Two last things. One, we'll do this off air, but we would like you to ask a question for our next guest.
Okay.
Could be any question. And two, can you leave our listeners with some inspiration?
Oh, sure. I feel honored. If you're feeling discouraged about anything in your life, your professional life is not going the way you want to, personal life, whatever it is, don't give up. You do not have to. Just keep fighting. You don't let anything stop you. You're going to have hurdles as long as you're breathing on here on this beautiful green earth that God created, or whatever you believe in. You're going to be dealing with some shit in this world. You just gotta know how to handle it. You have to know what tools to use to get through it all. Yeah, just keep your head up. If you're depressed, go get help and talk to somebody. Go outside. Take in the fresh air. Do something. Don't sit in that dark room. Do not let the enemy, do not let the sadness or the anxiety take over your mind. Open a window. Be thankful that you woke up this morning, because a lot of people did not. So, yeah, just have gratitude and find gratitude in the things that you do have and the things that you can control, and everything else will fall into place. And I hope you have a good day.
Beautiful.
Yes, thank you.
Collecting an offering.
Because Leah done dropped the word tonight, today, this evening, this morning.
All right, guys. Well, thank you for listening and viewing.
We love you.
Keep creating.
Thank you.
And we will
Keep creating. Keep making those movies. Keep writing, even if it's shitty. Keep writing. That's for me. So yeah.
come back and listen and motivate yourself.
Yes.
Love you.
I love you guys too. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.